Hello and welcome to the Gemini Rogues. We have got a continuation of our top 5 tier 5 tank destroyers. Colours 05.
Oh, better this time. Get into it now.
It's getting rolling off the top. This is number 4, and I'll leave you to pronounce the
I'm
name.
not going to pronounce it, I'm going to use its nickname. It's the Death Toaster. That's all you need to know. It's a Panzerkampfenwagen Schlafen something or other for Death Toaster.
I thought
It's
your Sprechensee Deutsch was pretty good.
but not for that.
That's all right. Okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
everyone knows it as Death Toaster. It's a Death Toaster at number 4.
Why is it a death toaster? Is it because it looks like
Yeah.
a toaster?
And it deals death.
It deals death and
Yeah.
it looks... Anyway, let's move on. It's the Death Toaster, number 4.
Right, Death Toaster, straight away, better background on it. It's designed as an anti-tank gun, anti-aircraft gun should I say, sorry, so it's like a flak model.
Okay.
And this is the gun we're using on here, it's the big one.
Is it?
It's the 8.8 centimetre
Is this
or
fully
88
in
millimetre.
this demonstration of this first video, is this a fully upgraded
Yeah, this is a
Death
fully
Toaster?
upgraded. The good thing about a Death Toaster is it's a good grind. It's always got a good gun on it.
I don't agree with that.
Well,
Whatever.
the other gun's got 139
No.
pen, 135 damage. It's
No,
got
no.
more gun arc.
No, it shouldn't be in top 5. But
We'll show
anyway.
you why it's at number 4
You're the
anyways, we'll go
boss.
away.
You're the
so
boss.
First game we're going to look at, we're on Prokofka, that's what I like to call it.
Prokofka, come on then. Tell us why this tank is number 4 and why it should be number 4.
It's number 4, it's got a few drawbacks. The gun, you see straight away, is bloody accurate. It's a really good gun.
Yeah, it is quite accurate.
This tank is all gun. Everything about it is gun. The rest of it's pretty shit. And the only problem with the gun is this. You can see it straight away. It's like shooting down a drain pipe. There's no gun arc on it at all from left to right. You've got no scope, which is a massive drawback in a tank you don't want to be seen in.
Yeah, because it
It needs a
camera.
bino. It needs binos and camo nets because you need to keep everything at a distance. It's got a fantastic center range, so you can still see things from far away. A gun's good enough to pick targets off at a long distance. Boom.
Yeah, nice and straight that.
But if you get spotted in it, it's game over. Absolutely game over straight away.
Yeah, I do agree.
We're going to talk about the gun. 8.8 centimetre or 88 millimetre if you're going to look at it. 194 pen on a standard shell.
That's very good for
That's-
tier
For
5.
tier 5, that's impressive. You can pack APCR if you want. 237mm penetration on APCR. 194 is more than enough for this tank. You don't need to load the APCR. Even
Yeah.
tier 7 tanks, 194 is enough to go for everything. There's nothing you need that APCR shell
I
for.
normally like a good gun, but this doesn't do it for me.
I can only think of the KV3 that you're going to need APCR for at times.
Well, you see KV3s.
Yeah, they're tier 7 heavies. Tigers
Okay.
can go straight through it with a standard shell. T29s, you're not going to go through turret or anything, but you'll go through it all with a standard shell. Pretty much that's most armoured things I think there is at 7. I think KV3 we've already mentioned.
Okay.
So IS tank, you go straight through it with a standard shell. And you can see it, if you get spotted, that's a bit of meat shield here in front.
Yeah, bit of meat shielding. Very
If
nice.
this tank gets spotted, it's not going to last long at all.
No.
It's manoeuvrable. You saw that already straight away from videos. It actually reverses.
It goes
It goes
faster.
backwards quick. After playing it, still get to play in this. It will like it with reversing quick and I could go forwards. But and it traverses quick on its axis, as we can see here. It's just that gun arc from left to right.
Yeah.
You've got no scope. So you sit there, you get your binos up, you get your camo net up, and then you have to move
Yeah, because
you can't turn your gun, your turret as
Well-
like, you know what I mean, to aim onto the next
So that's
target.
a negative, though, isn't it? So
Yeah.
it's number 4 for a reason. And it's a
That
purely
bloody gun.
gun. It's just a
The
gun.
gun is fantastic.
Just
It's
a gun.
accurate, penetration's amazing, and even the damage, 240 damage, and 8 rounds a minute as well, just
Yeah.
for good measure. If you can get this gun singing and you can keep yourself hidden, you can have a good match.
Ugh.
That's pretty much it.
So what about the map? It's map dependent.
Full on map dependent, and it's
Okay.
got a high skill ceiling to play it as well. You've got to
Yeah.
know your maps. You've got to know your distances you can sit at to not be seen.
Yeah.
So you're not going to pick this tank up as a novice and fire away like nobody's
No,
business.
you've got to move.
I could go run through the ways of killing this tank straight away now because it's not going to take long. Shoot it.
Shoot.
There's no weak spots. It is just one giant weak
Just
spot. If you're
shoot it
a tier 1 tank could pen this thing. It has got no armour.
Zero.
I can't talk about its armour because it hasn't got any.
No arm.
Fire HE at it, you'll kill it.
That's a
Just
good
fire
tip,
HE at this thing. You're not even gonna. Don't even worry about not penning it. Just stick an HE. It's perhaps like an artillery. An artillery's probably got more armour, to be fair. If you just avoid shooting it in tracks, which can absorb an HE shell, anywhere above tracks,
Yeah, you will
full
destroy
penetration, you'll get even more damage
it. I
than
mean,
you
even
know
the
with
hit
it.
points aren't that fantastic. 350, same
Yeah,
as
so it's
Stug.
same as a Stug, and this thing can't take a shot. I mean, its accuracy is brilliant there, apart from the tracks.
Yeah.
And you can see fire rate is pretty good for how much damage you're doing, and it's like a laser.
Yeah, it's
Really
not bad.
accurate gun. It's good for that, but like we've already mentioned, it's full on map dependent.
You're not selling me because it is pure map dependency.
The only difference is with this, if you get what we got here, 6 shots, I think we've got in a minute. 6 shots in a Stug,
6
you've done
shots.
about 600, 700 damage. 6 shots in this thing, you're talking 1500.
Yeah,
That's the
depends-
difference.
depends on how it rolls.
Yeah, the gun just, if you can get it going, you can get it moving, you can get it firing. If you get in a time map, you're fucked. It's just game over. Because
Yeah.
you're going to get spotted down the street and it's just going to blow. Yeah, you might get 240 damage shot into them, but you're dead. You're basically dead. Tanks
So-
love this thing. If you see a death toast, if he's fired, then it's just game over for him. Put an HE shell in, and he's gone.
You fire anything, can't you?
Yeah,
Get rid of
you
it.
haven't got to worry about penning. That's the thing, and it's so big. You've seen how big it is. It's a giant box tank section. There's no way you can just poke it over. The gun depression is not good enough to, and the gun's like in the middle of the tank as well. So you've got a fair bit coming out of the top hill before you even get your gun over. So that silhouette doesn't help you at all.
No, it doesn't at all.
It's just the gun.
Just
It
pure
is
gun.
The gun.
Pure gun.
Gun depression's not brilliant either on it. It's not bad, but it's not to write home about.
So we're saying it's got no armour.
No.
It's manoeuvrable, okay.
Yeah,
Gun's really good.
to a point,
To a point.
but the heart lets it down. The fact that it's like
Oh, the art.
shooting
Okay.
with no turret or
Yeah, 'cause
a
it
fixed gun.
turns your camo and binos off.
Yeah.
Which ain't good when you want to stay hidden.
You've got to play this thing at the back.
Yeah.
It's got to be as far back as you can, or get in a position straight away so you can get there early to get some
Yeah.
kind of cover. Always have a fallback position, and it's fast enough to get away.
Yeah, true. Well, let's roll this clip on Sand River. Tell us why. Just give us some information.
I mean,
on
we've
the step
basically
test.
got a
Roll
set
it out.
position here. Look, you can see where we are at map. The team's pushed on, which is another thing with this tank. It's team dependent.
You're not kidding.
You can see here, it's just a fantastic gun. You get that thing singing. If you can get a couple of targets sat there, it's going to make short work of them.
So we're talking team dependent,
Yeah.
map dependent.
Yeah, that's the reason why it's at number 4.
Okay.
It's a powerful tank. Out of the tier 5 tank destroyers, I can honestly say, if it gets the right map and right team, this is going to do the most damage out of any of them.
I
But
can agree with that.
It's
I can
getting
agree
that
with
map,
Yeah.
it's getting that team,
Yeah.
if that
which
makes
is-
sense.
Yeah. It
Like
does.
we've already said, Prokhorovka, Malinovka, even Westfield, something like that, an open map where you can get in a position where you can't be seen and still get this gun singing. We can see here the gun depression.
Yeah.
Just enough. It just ain't go down.
You had to roll up
If
back
he knew what we were doing there,
Yeah.
he could have hid from us quite easily, and then. Yes.
Yeah.
So you can see here, we're still not using a PCR shell on this video, and I don't think we ever do. You don't need them.
You don't need.
That's why it's quite good
Okay,
at making money.
So that's a
So
positive as well.
it makes a bit of money because you're not having to use your APCR shells at all. And you can see accuracy here. This is what I'm talking about with this gun. That's a sliver, absolute sliver on that tank. Bang.
Yeah.
Track him there. Can we keep him there? There's no else lit up we can shoot at, so we've got no else to do. Tracks again.
So you're very accurate with a gun. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair
The
enough.
accuracy is good.
You've-
Really
You've
good.
sold me on the gun, but I've played it and I've been very disappointed because I've not got the map. And it's a grind. Thing is, it's
I
a
mean,
good
look
grind.
how quick it turns. It can switch targets quite good. So we mentioned the Stug's like a mobile turret. This is the same kind of thing. You can spin on itself quite quick, but it's just a fact. Now, look there. That's a perfect example. We've got binos and cam nets
Yeah,
up. We had
yeah.
to do that little
So-
twitch. Binos and cam net are off
Gone.
again. And you just can't risk getting spotted in it.
Can you
It's
play
just-
this like a medium?
No,
No.
nowhere
No.
near. You have got to
No.
be the last man at the back of it. Don't have a go at somebody in the death toaster if they're nowhere near front action.
Yeah.
They're dead if they come
It's
anywhere
got
near
no
it.
armour. Splash damage is it?
We're trying to do a bit of support here.
Yeah.
I mean, most of their team's over here now. And you can see here, we've been spotted. Its camo rating's good, but it's not great. We've done use that rock as a bit of cover there. You can see here the size of it from this angle shows you how big it is. It's a big eye silhouette of a tank. It's an easy target to hit.
It was never designed to be a frontline tank, though.
No,
was
it's an anti-aircraft gun. It was designed on. The actual sides and the back were made to fold down, so the gun could do a full 360 traverse on the back of the bed, which would be brilliant if you could do it in this game. It's kind of like the siege mode on the Swedish tank destroyers you get. If you could get the Death Toaster into siege mode, just plant it somewhere, fault size down, and away you go.
That's a very good idea.
It's quite hard to hit as well.
We might put that
You've had more on. Yeah.
Put that forward, that idea.
But as we're getting back to the tank, we're going to be off track there.
Okay.
The other gun it does pack, it's not bad. You didn't seem to like it, but you get more arc with that. The side-to-side movement with the gun is a lot more than you do with the 88. I mean, this tank, we've mentioned it before, only 3 are made. 3 prototypes were made, that's it. So it kind of petered out. I mean, they started prototypes in 1941. It went till 1944, so it actually got made. There you go, KV-85, no worries. We're not even worried about penning him.
No, you're not going to struggle penning, no.
And we're going to put another one into him, aim for that fuel tank again, and we just don't get him. Now we run. As soon as that turret starts turning towards you, get out of there quick. You've got to play a Death Toaster at distance, that's your friend. And it's got the speed in a way to get away, but sometimes you just can't. You know what it's like, sometimes you're in a position where running's just not an option. And like we said before with the Stug, you're not carrying a game with a Death Toaster.
No.
No chance in hell. If you've earned a Kalabanov medal in a Death Toaster, fair play to you, sir, you've done well. Other than by capping out when there's nobody near you. But
you're more likely to get the one where you hit more than 6 targets, aren't you?
I mean, the final clip we've got, it's kind of bit of everything going off in this one.
Bit of everything.
It's the newest map, one of the new maps at the time we did this video. The old Arctic region with the snow missing.
Ah, okay.
So it gives you a chance to view this if you haven't already seen it.
Yeah, summer region.
This is another example here. We've already got a kill, 3 penetrating shots already. I mean, there we go, 4 spotted targets already and 3 assisted damage. 340 metre view range basic on the Death Toaster, which does increase as you upgrade it, so it's not bad. And the 550 metre signal range is even in or there. It's quite good for tier 5. And you can see accuracy at gun again here, it's fantastic. If you can get this tank into a position like this, there you go, if you get spotted, get the hell out of it. It's not worth sitting trying to get that extra shot there with someone's hit bank next to us. Just get out of there. Another Death Toaster up here with us as well.
So I'd like to say that you've got a very good map here.
Yeah, I can't put any replays on a street maps because this thing just doesn't last long.
Like 30 second long.
So you might look at this tank and think, he's doing some damage here, he's racking some kills up, he's doing some damage. Why is it only at number 4? These are maps for it.
Yeah.
You get it on any other map than this where you can get a wide open area where you can shoot across and stay hidden.
Well, look at the
cover
distance.
quick.
You're like 430 metres away, that's what you want.
You've got to keep it to
keep away. Keep away from everything. Shoot at everything. You might do something.
That's pretty much it. Well, like we can see here again, look at the gun out there. he's left to right, it's terrible.
Yeah.
And then you're itching and you think, dare I move? Oh, we're going to have to move. Chucks his binos and his Cabernet off again, and I don't know how we don't get spotted here. I mean, I shoot this ram and then I run off because I think I'm going to be spotted. I'm not. I don't know what happened there. He's kind of mobile as well in a way, which it needs to be. As I already said, no armor.
They must have built a vast reverse speed into it purely because it's like a tin box.
Yeah.
Let's give it some reverse, not like the Stug. Stug's got some armour. You can stay there. This needs to move.
Spotted again. Get back out of there again. I'm surprised we've not had an artillery shell dropped on us. If they drop one on you, you're dead.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Splash would get you, wouldn't it?
Tier 3 artillery is probably going to kill you because you've just got no armour at all. It's just going straight in at top and blowing it to pieces. You can see Sizik gun there when you look down top, don't you? Douche move coming right up now. No. And we're siders on. And there's a Churchill coming who's just killed someone on his team, and the clock's ticking, and the clock's ticking. And we're going to flip over in time. He's coming, he's seen us. And he's douched it. Bang.
You are very lucky.
That was stupidly lucky. That was pathetic play on my half there. Terrible.
Why did you do it?
I'm used to snowy map where you kind of slide down that bank, and I just kind of threw myself off it sideways. I don't know how it didn't kill me, to be honest with you.
I'm normally the ones who do it. Normally the ones.
And this is another thing we were talking about before. It's fast, but its power to rate ratio is pretty poor, so Wills can slow it down.
Okay.
It's struggling up this hill. And it's not like the Stug can still fly up it.
What's the best way to kill it then, if there is a best way to kill it? HE.
There's I can't say to aim for a weak spot, just it's big, aim for centre mass, avoid tracks, hit topper it with an HE shell, you're going to do maximum damage. And you ain't even got to worry unless you smack it straight
Okay.
down gun barrel, which is pretty hard to do.
So best way to play it then, basically.
Coward.
Stay at the back.
Stay back, as far back as possible. I mean, look at this. He's other side of the map near enough. The accuracy on this thing, look at the Death Toaster to his right. He's aiming in as well.
Boom.
Nicked it.
So,
So he got fire at the same
very
time.
nice. Very accurate. Give it that as a positive.
And you can see here, with its manoeuvrability, at end of map, if you need to go killing things to finish things off. I mean, perfect example there with that Churchill before. It's a one shot for this. A
Yeah.
Stug. No,
Yeah.
that Churchill's going to mince that Stug before he's got 2 shots into it. So the gun can get you out of trouble sometimes, but don't rely on it. It's accurate,
Yeah.
but it's doing 240 damage, not 500.
Okay.
But you can see it's pretty quick when it gets when it
Yeah,
gets going.
it
It's
gets a
tramming on
shuff-
some here.
Gets a shuffle on.
Yeah.
There's just over 50. Just over 50
I mean,
kilometres
tank
an hour.
destroyers are hard to. They're not like they ain't got the pluses and minuses of a medium or a. They're all about the gun.
Well,
A
that's
tank
what-
destroyer is
yeah,
a gun,
They're designed
and this
to-
has got a good gun.
Yeah.
That's why it's made it. I mean, it's pretty similar to Bathtub. I mean, Bathtub does 300 damage a shot,
Okay.
but this thing aims in quicker and it's more accurate. So
Well,
that's why it's way
yeah.
above it, and it's more mobile.
yeah.
Because Bathtub's got a little bit more armor, but it's not vastly more. So
Does that thing go fast in reverse?
no, it's French, so it
Oh,
should
it's
do, but it
pretty-
doesn't. You can see a 2.1 second aim time on this gun.
That's not bad. You can rely on it to
I
hit
mean, we
as
thought
well,
about the
can't
artillery there, but we might as well take
No
KV1
point.
on. We've got a gun to deal with KV1. Everybody can
Yeah.
deal with artillery.
you? So how many shots did you do in this game?
I mean, it's not many, and this is the beauty of it. 11 shots,
penetrating shots.
2,500 damage nearly, 400 assisted,
That's-
and a mastery
And a
badge.
mastery badge.
This is what we're talking about with a Stug damage. I don't think I've ever done that much damage in a Stug.
For 11
We
shots.
saw the first class in the
Yeah.
Stug with 1,200 damage, 1,200 damage, and this has got
Yeah.
vastly more from like the same amount of shots, really, in a way.
Okay. Go on then, sum this up then. Give us the pluses and negatives.
Um,
Pluses and
Pluses.
negatives.
Top speed, we saw there straight away, and it traverses quick. Penetration on gun,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Okay.
194 with a standard shell, 237 that you're never going to need, but it's there
Yeah.
on off chance. It's only got 44 each HE shell, which is a bit disappointing because you only get an extra 55 damage, 295 with an HE shell.
Have you ever used
it's-
one?
Yeah, when another Death Toaster. If you see another Death Toaster, whack an HE
Yeah,
shell. Even that
nice
44 is 44 times more than what you need to penetrate
Yeah.
it, basically.
No, that's very nice.
It's got half decent guns on the grind up to the top gun, which is another plus point.
yeah.
And we've already spoke about the accuracy. It's all
Yeah,
gun. It's everything's
all
gun.
gun.
I mean, people spoke about it to me about another plus point of the tank is its gun elevation.
Okay, why?
Because you can shoot things when you're going down an hill.
I prefer
Well,
depression.
Yeah,
not the elevation.
exactly. I don't know. If you've got this thing facing down an hill, they've got a massive target to shoot you
Also,
with.
admit, this thing does give me a lot of gun depression. I want to admit.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it for the plus points. It's
Go on.
just the gun.
Okay.
The gun and the manoeuvrability. They're it, which
Give
is not a
me-
bad one.
Give me the negatives then, and tell me why it's number 4. Why it's better than the Stug.
Negatives, no armour. You don't even
Ugh,
remotely got
okay.
any armour. It's a
No
it's
armour.
a big problem for it because HE shells can just eat it
Yeah,
alive.
rip it.
It's
Fair enough.
just to go with that armour, just to make it an even bigger negative, is the fact that it's massive.
It's
It's a
It's a
big,
big
box
silhouette,
shape. You
yeah.
can't miss the bloody thing.
okay.
So that's another. They kind of add to each other and make it even
Yeah.
worse for each other, if that makes sense.
Why is it better than the Stug then?
That you've seen it, the damage.
Oh, the gun.
If you can get it
Okay.
singing, and you can get it in a position you can reap.
So if you get the right map, get the right team,
Yeah, you can do a lot more damage you can ever do in a Stug.
that's very true.
But if
Very
you don't,
true.
if you get a street map,
You're lucky to get 1 or 2 shots off, aren't you?
This is the problem. This tank has got an high skill ceiling. We've already mentioned
Yeah.
the fact that if you're new to Tier 5 and you're new to Tier 5 tank destroyers, because Tier 5 is really the first time you see tank destroyers as tank destroyers,
Okay.
and Heavies as Heavies.
Yeah.
You've not really seen Heavies
Yeah,
till this
true.
point that do that job.
Yeah.
So if this is your first tank destroyer, it's an harsh one to learn
Baptism
with.
of fire.
Yeah. So that's another thing. The gun depression is not bad. It's not brilliant.
Gives me lots of depression.
And it can sometimes struggle to get back up an hill. As we've seen in
Yeah.
the videos, it gets downhill, it takes a while to get back up. So that's
Yeah.
it. If I were talking about play style, this has got to be played as far back. You don't get drawn into playing this like a medium like you do in a Stug.
Yeah.
So Tier 4, type number 4 should I say, at Tier
Yeah.
5, because the armour and the size basically. It's a
Okay.
massive drawback.
That's- yeah.
It's massive.
Yeah, it could be better, but it can't because of the armour.
The only thing that keeps it at number 4 is its gun.
Yeah, so fair enough.
Fantastic gun. Probably,
agree
I'd
with
have
it.
to
Gun.
say, the best gun in the Tier 5
Yeah.
tank destroyers
I think
is on
it's-
the Death Toaster.
I think it's one to grind and get rid of, isn't it?
Well, yeah, because the Nashon at Tier
Yeah,
6 is
much better.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. That thing's got excellent gun depression,
Yeah.
view range, and the gun's even better.
Yeah,
I love
tier
that tank.
6. Okay then, Killers 05, nice one. So, Death Toaster number 4, and I think we've wrapped it up. We've justified the number 4. If anyone's got any comments, just drop us a line. We're on Twitter, Gemini Rogues. That's about it really, isn't it? Killers 05.
Give us a like and a subscribe if you enjoyed the video.
Yeah, definitely, and there will be another one, number 3. Can't say what it is yet, because I haven't done it.
Ladies.
Okay then, laters.